This is 100% the doctor, right?
I would assume so.
Let me tuck my balls in real quick. Oh god, it's gonna be harder with the fucking congested nose. Jeez. Tono,
What?
you alive down there? A woman's
That's
voice.
not a woman.
Shut up, Ronnie. I can't.
恋人同士で筑波陽はそんな二人のペット
You and I are lovers. And Tsukuba Yo is our pet.
Dude, I just like WTF'd with my face right now. Like those
Almost
words.
like a cringe. It's like,
I should make this the little cut from the intro, just you saying this line.
この子は私と文則に可愛がられるたびにそのことを思い出すのこれから毎日ずーっとね
she'll be reminded of that when we play with her every day from now on.
You're
Oh.
weird, Ronnie.
I read that weird. She'll be reminded of that when we play with her every day from now on.
I finally know why Saya chose Yo. For the venom in her voice and smile does not escape me. Although she can no longer answer, if asked, Yo would surely have chosen death over this fate. And that is the very reason Saya visited it upon her.
Yeah, I know who's fucking up.
How wicked and terrible Saya is. Perhaps others would fear and loathe her. I, however, find her malevolence irresistibly charming. Jesus Christ, I am a freak! What the hell? The horror, literally, the horrifying cruelty of what she has done to Yo is so very human. Though her shape may be different, her soul is the same as ours. When I look upon Yo's wretched form, I see the intensity and passion of Saya's love for me. For the flames that have consumed Yo are fueled by that very love. I find myself enthusiastically accepting Saya's presence.
さやは気に入ってるのかいこのペットのこと
Do you like this pet too?
とっても綺麗で触り心地もいいんだよ
Yeah, she's very pretty and feels good to touch.
そっかじゃあ二人でこいつと遊ぶ時もさやはさやで楽しめるんだね僕
Pause.
が
Hold on.
遠慮することはないね
Hold on, Ronnie. Let me close my door just in case.
Freaky, yeah. I need to look up the director of this game and like block him before some shit happens.
You said what?
I'm gonna find the director of this game and like report him.
To the authorities.
Yes.
So you enjoy playing with her too, right? I don't have to hold back, do I?
もちろん
Of course I will.
Grinning happily, Saya grabs a chain and pulls Yo to her feet.
Wait.
ねえ文則触ってごらんよ柔らかくて気持ちいいよ
Try touching her, Fuminori. She's really nice and soft.
Oh god.
あ
Okay. As Yo looks up at me with teary pleading eyes, I approach and let my gaze roam freely over her lush body and right breast.
Right.
Oh god. I run my fingers through her hair, finding it as smooth as Saya's. Enjoying the feel, I continue to caress Yo's head. Oh my god. Her fearful expression softens a little. Perhaps she remembers me in some part of her mind and believes even now that I will be kind to her. How foolish, Jesus Christ! Oh no! Okay. Alright.
Whoa.
Alright.
You know you want to do it.
I stop stroking her hair and calmly seize both of her breasts. She flinches in pain at the sudden rough treatment, but I ignore her and continue to knead her breasts as my lust demands.
Oh my god, kneading.
Yeah, they're incredibly soft. When I squeeze them, it's like my fingers are being sucked in. I'm not reading that. You get it.
Read it. Read it in the voice.
The tears in Yo's eyes cause a new sadistic desire to well up within me. Oh my god. Nah. No. She must not have been sufficiently prepared, as her choke scream is like that of a dying animal. Oh my god, dude!
Fucking hell.
In fact, it reminds me of how Suzumi screamed when I stabbed him with my knife. My god. She did it for me. I'm not reenacting that.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
そう
that's
だ
pretty good.
ね
Looks painful.
Saya says, peering curiously at her Yo's tear-streaked face.
気持ちいいこの子
Is she pleasing you, Brandon?
What, Ronnie? No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're doing that shit.
まあ
You could say that. The hypnotic quivering of her thighs as she trembles beneath me, her breasts heaving like storm-tossed ships. What the fuck? What the hell? These sights and sensations are enough to stimulate my basest lust? Okay. Based lust. Then the night has only just begun. Jesus, dude.
Like, just begun.
Later, as I
Crazy.
lie on my bed, drained of energy, I consider what my life will be like from now on. Okay, I just relieved myself.
Goddamn.
Saya is resting in my arms. Yo is curled up on the floor. Yesterday, I could not have imagined that the three of us would be a family. That's a wild statement. A new home, new food, a new family. All granted to me by Saya. She has selflessly led me from the brink of death to find new joy amid despair. And I too have changed. I've killed 2 people with my own hands and made a third my mindless slave. God, Jesus. Yet despite all that I have done, I am still able to sleep peacefully. Without a doubt, I am no longer the Sakisaka Fuminori I once was. How far will Saya take me? What will I become? Feel somewhat unsure, though not discouraged, about the unknown world into which we are heading. And so, while playing with Saya's hair, I ask,
君は一体何者なんだい
Saya, what are you? I don't expect an answer. If Saya is asleep or doesn't want to respond, I won't mind. Saya lifts her head, however, and draws my gaze into the deep pools of her eyes.
うまく言葉では説明しにくいんだけどね
It's kind of hard to explain.
She thinks for a while, searching for the right words, then says simply,
タンポポって花があるよね種を風に乗せて飛ばすやつ
You know the dandelion flower? The one that scatters its seeds on the wind?
Yeah.
綿毛の種は風に運ばれてふるさとから遠く遠く離れて
The wind carries those fluffy seeds far, far from where they were born.
Alright.
Damn. You leave me in the
もし
night
かし
for
た
that?
ら
Shut up.
草木なんか一本も生えてない砂漠に落ちちゃうかもしれない
What if one of them ends up in a desert where not even a single blade of grass is growing?
そんな時たった一粒のその種が何を思うか
If you can imagine how that lone seed will feel,
それを想像してくれれば分かってもらえるかもしれない私のこと
then you might be able to understand me.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Fuck.
Yeah.
As I consider Saya's answer, she continues her story.
種はもちろん草の種だからねその気になって頑張れば砂漠を砂漠じゃなくしてしまえる
That seed is still a baby flower. If it does its best, it can turn even a desert into a garden.
ただ一粒だけの種でももしかしたら頑張ろうって思うようになるかもしれない
Maybe that little seed will decide to thrive.
頑張って育って増えていつかこの土地が一面のタンポポ畑になるまで頑張ろうってそう思うかもしれない
Maybe it will decide to grow and multiply so that it can turn the whole desert into a field of dandelions.
そんな風にタンポポの種が心を決めるとしたら どんな時だと思う？
What do you think can give it the strength to do so?
それは
What? I whisper entranced. Saya smiles softly and caresses my cheek.
それはね、その砂漠にたった一人だけでも花を愛してくれる人がいるって知った時、
I just had a thought.
But let's hear
What?
it.
Say I changed you after the accident while you're at the hospital.
Uh-huh.
So this whole time was like her. She's like master planning everything, and made you into a freak. That way you look normal to him. You know what I'm saying?
Made me look normal to who? Or
Like-
made you look normal to me?
That one.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got in an accident, and then I altered you, and then I found you, right? And you were like, "Oh my God, a savior." That way, I created the world. You know, I'm the dandelion spreading the seeds, and you were my first seed.
No, remember he was like that. He saw it before he even interacted with her. Remember, she came into his hospital room and he was like, "Why is there a little girl in here?" You know?
Yeah, that's because
She had no influence. It was the accident.
nah.
No, she didn't have influence yet. Like she didn't know him before then. I'm pretty sure.
We'll see. But
It was. I'm saying because it was explained earlier, Ronnie.
no, I don't trust you.
No, suck my dick. Just like you have been.
Yeah, you like that from a pet, huh?
タンポポの花は綺麗だねって種に話しかけてくれた時、
All it needs is to be loved by just one person in the whole desert. All it needs is to be told how pretty dandelions are.
The loving touch of her slender fingers fills me with peace and joy.
あなたのこと大好き。
Love you.
I pull her into my chest, nodding silently.
ずっとそばにいて。いつまでも私の隣に。
Stay with me forever. Never leave my side.
ああ、もちろん。
I promise. Basking in the soft warmth of our love for each other, we sink into the oblivion of sleep. He has been buried alive. His world is the silence and cold of the grave. Ever since his voice gave out and he lost the strength to scream, no coherent thought has passed through Koji's mind. Perhaps this is his brain's way of protecting him from the despair. Instead, he dreams. Images flash before his eyes, random, unconnected scenes from his 20 years of life. Not all are of happy times, there are sad, painful memories as well. But even these are pleasantly warm compared to the death that is now encroaching upon him. He dreams of mountains. His older brother once took him hunting for insects when he was a child. They sealed their caught butterflies in a plastic bag, only to later find themselves holding a bag of tiny corpses. He dreams of his lover. They met in a mixer where he'd been the only one to realize that she couldn't hold her liquor. After she'd had too much to drink, he looked after her while she vomited in the back alley. They toasted each other with canned juice, and then he dreams that he is diving into a black sea. Imagine fucking a girl right after she puked, Ronnie.
Why was it your first thought?
I don't know. That because that's what they sounded like. It's like, man, this girl just puked. Let me fuck her real quick. No, that's foul, dude. Like low-key, if it was my significant, huh?
You gotta be just as drunk for it to be okay.
Yeah, like low-key, I'd be like, yo, no offense, but like, can you brush your teeth or something?
That's fucking gross.
Hey, I mean, I would like them to tell me that same things. When he reaches the bottom, he looks up to see the moon shining through the surface of the water. As he gazes up at the circle of light, entranced by its roundness and brilliance, the distant rumbling of an engine reaches his ears. Something still conscious within him tells him that this dream is wrong. Have you ever gone diving at night before? The dots begin to connect in his mind, forming a barrier to separate his dreams from reality. What is bothering him? Of course, the sound. The engine noise gradually fades to a low idling, then abruptly gives way to silence, followed by the sound of a door opening and closing. This isn't a dream, these sounds are real. Understanding comes with like a sudden blow. This isn't the bottom of the sea, and that circle of light isn't the moon. It's the mouth of the well, the sun that has already risen, and someone is right outside with a car. The last piece falls into place and he becomes Tono Koji once more.
Is that my line?
Yes.
It's like, I can't say that in Japanese. Help!
Koji shouts, surprised by how easily his voice emerges. His desperation blocks out the pain of his raw throat.
Hey, I'm down here in the well! Help me!
He keeps screaming with all his might. Soon the echoes of the cramped well become deafening, and he is no longer certain if his screams have meaning or if he is just howling wordlessly. Nevertheless, he continues. His only desire is to be heard, lest he die forgotten at the bottom of this well. Koji's wait is not long, but even a minute feels like eternity on the edge of despair. Soon the circle of light above him is partially eclipsed by the silhouette of a person staring down into the well. This is 100% the doctor, right?
I would assume so.
Let me tuck my balls in real quick. Oh god, it's gonna be harder with a fucking congested nose, jeez. Tono,
what?
You alive down there? A woman's
That's
voice.
Not a woman.
Shut up, Ronnie. I can't. A woman's voice. Koji has heard it somewhere before, but for some reason cannot remember to whom it belongs. Just hold on, I'll get you out. The silhouette vanishes, restoring the light to a perfect circle. Fear of being left alone again threatens to send Koji into a panic, but his reason has recovered enough to resist. She says she's going to get me out. I haven't been abandoned. While waiting, he gingerly tests his body, which he had forgotten all about until now. His joints ache and his fingers and toes are numb, but though exhausted, he's still in one piece. After some time, the silhouette reappears at the top of the well. Are you hurt? Can you climb a rope on your own?
Nope, I don't think so.
I don't know, Ronnie, you kind of be a bitch right now. You can't even climb a rope.
His fingers are like frozen solid.
Koji lacks the confidence to attempt such a feat. His frozen fingers can barely move. Oh well, I'm coming down. After a brief pause, the owner of the voice tosses a knotted climbing rope into the well. He grabs a rope as soon as it reaches him. The rough threads bite into his palms, and relief nearly overwhelms him at the sensation. This is really happening. He's really safe. Now that he's free from despair, questions leap to the forefront of his mind. First among them, who is his savior? The rope shakes as the woman climbs carefully down the beam from the floodlight slung over her shoulder, pushing back the shadow cast by her body. Soon she is standing in the same mud as Koji, and he finds himself face to face with
Sensei.
Doctor!
Doctor! Oh. Oh, she's hot. Yeah, save me any day. Don't tell my wife. Were you expecting someone else? Koji indeed had not imagined that his savior would turn out to be Dr. Tombo Ryoko. Of course, it took him a moment to recognize her. Instead of a white gown and tight skirt, she is wearing a heavy leather coat, denim jeans, and boots with no heel. She must have expected a hike through the mountains. Her light is a blocky all-purpose type featuring side mountain fluorescent runners. What the fuck?
What is this?
What am I reading?
It's a PC right now.
I know. Runners in addition to main floodlight, survival gear, and professional grade by the look of it.
ひどいありさまだな。ほらこれ。
You look awful. Dr. Tambo says, Riley, as she gives Koji a once-over. Here, drink this. She pulls a flask out of her pocket and hands it to him.
飲み込まず、ゆっくり一口ずつ舐めるようにしろ。
Go
少しは
slow.
マシになるだろう。
Go slow. Take small sips. It should help a little. What?
Chug it, pussy.
Chug it! Chug! 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 Dude, Ronnie, you know what's crazy? I won a golden flask for my fucking family's white elephant.
Hell yeah.
I know.
I got a Jack Link's flask from my parents.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
ありがとうございます。
Arigato.
She walks around with a flask. Maybe Koji's just old-fashioned, but it doesn't seem appropriate for a young woman and a doctor at that.
Makes me want to drink.
Ronnie, it's what? Fucking 2 for you?
It is 2:55.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Nevertheless, he unscrews the cap and takes a swig and struggles to keep from coughing as a potent liquid sears his tongue.
pussy.
何ですかこれ。
What is this?
I don't know, Ronnie, you're the pussy. You're the one coughing. Coughing.
スピリタスウォッカ。着付け薬によし、消毒によし。
I thought you liked
浴びせてか
vodka.
ら火をつければ効くような相手にはかなり効く。
Spirit is vodka. Good for disinfecting wounds in a pinch, and also does a fine job of setting things on fire. Her tone is straightforward and quite serious. Koji can only gape at the doctor.
Boss.
The dark smile on her face doing little to ease his confusion. What?
You're trying to gape me right now?
I guess so, Ronnie. Gape up, I guess. Is this really Dr. Tambo? There's no trace of the bookish, mild-mannered woman Koji met at the hospital. Her expression is now set in a hard mask, and her eyes are sharp and wary. In the darkness of the bottom of the well, it is possible, however unlikely, that the change in her future is due to the ominous shadows cast by her lamp. Holy fuck, I can't get it.
Bro.
Ugh,
Freaking monster.
no. It's not so...
Sponsored by Monster.
What?
I said sponsored by Monster.
This is sponsored by Monster, I wish. It's not so easy, however, to explain the change in her demeanor.
先生はどうしてここに。
Read it, bitch!
Think for a second. Why are you here?
電話をよこしたのは君だろうが。
I'm here to gape you.
I knew it.
You called me, didn't you? Ryoko replies brusquely, glaring at Koji like an annoyed professor.
行方不明者を探してる二人組が妙な留守電の後に揃いも揃って音信不通になったりしたら何かあったと思うのが普通だろ。
I tried calling back, but you didn't answer. Neither did your friend Tsukuba. Am I supposed to think everything's fine?
はあ。
No, but... Dun dun dun.
Koji still doesn't understand why she acted so quickly, but it's a different part of what she just said that seizes his attention.
じゃあ、つくばはつくばようにも連絡を。
Wait, Tsukuba? You called her too?
したよ。君と一緒でつながらない。正直なところ、私はてっきり君も死体になってるもんだと思ってたんだがね。
Damn, what the fuck? I have zero faith in you guys. Like I said, she didn't pick up either. To be honest, I figured you were both dead already. That's right, he's almost dead, and at the hands of the man he thought was his best friend. Anger and frustration well up inside of him. He can't forgive Fuminori's betrayal, nor can he forgive himself for his foolishness. And now he has no idea if Tsukuba is safe. Fuminori tried to kill Koji. Could he have done the same to her?
まあ落ち着け。ここで君がいくら殺気だって見たところで始まらん。
Calm down, why don't you? Ryoko says irritably, turning away to examine the inside of the well. There's nothing you can do from here.
何かあったと思ったのなら、警察には届けてくれたんですか。
If you thought something was wrong,
Koji says to her back.
then you must have called the police, right?
警察だと
The face.
Look at that face. She
She's
just
like,
asked me a
"Who's the
dumbass question.
Leave his ass.
The police. Still engrossed in her examination of the walls, Ryoko laughs scornfully at the
そう
idea.
か君はまだそういう形で蹴りがつけられるものだと思っているわけか
So you still think that's the way out, do you?
どういう意味です
What's that supposed to mean?
Annoyed by her condescending attitude, Koji is about to demand answers when she cuts him off with a gesture and shines her light at a corner of the well.
トノオ君こいつには気づかなかったのか
You didn't notice this.
Huh?
In the light of the lamp, Koji sees that some of the stones are a different shape than the rest of the wall. This must be what Ryoko was looking for.
気づきませんでしたずっと真っ暗だったんで
Huh? No, there wasn't enough light.
That sounded like that beat. Huh?
I tried. Huh?
ふん
Huh. Ryoko's gaze moves slowly along the wall, finally coming to rest on a gap between two of the stones. The hole is just wide enough for an adult to reach into open-handed.
君いいところに落ちてくれたよひょうたんから困ってやつか
You sure picked the right well to fall down, Ryoko says with a grim smile. Like they say, it's always the last place you look. She wastes no time thrusting her hand into the opening. After she feels around for a few seconds, Koji hears the thunk of something solid coming together behind the wall.
先生
Doctor!
Ryoko pulls her hand out and gives the different colored stones a gentle push with the rumble of the weights shifting. The stones slide smoothly back into the wall.
こういう仕掛けかやられたよ前に来た時は気づきもしなかった
God damn it. So that's how he fooled me. I had no idea this was here the last time I came.
前にも来た
You've been here before?
Koji wants answers, but Ryoko ignores them and peers into the opening. In the beam of her floodlight, Koji can see a concrete tunnel leading into the mountain.
私は先に進むがトノオ君君はここに残ることを勧める
I'm going on ahead. You better stay here. Her warning and utterly devoid of warmth.
He's still dying.
I know, like, dude, like,
Still needs-
give the nigga a blanket, Ken.
That's sort of ass shit.
Considering his options, Koji looks from the tunnel to the rope and back again. He's practically sweating now thanks to the 190 proof vodka he just drank. But although feeling has returned to his fingers, he still doesn't have the strength to climb.
I drink Everclear. That was Everclear brand.
Oh god, I'm woke now. That said, the thought of being alone in the well again makes him shiver.
一緒に行きます連れてってください
I'll go too. Please take me with you, mommy.
まあ好きにしろ
Huh. Have it your way. Ryoko steps into the tunnel without looking back, and Koji doesn't hesitate to follow.
前にお会いした時と随分雰囲気が違いますね
You're pretty different the last time we met.
Koji says sarcastically, following Ryoko as she moves cautiously down the tunnel with her light leading the way.
ここは病院じゃない君は患者じゃない営業スマイルが必要か
This isn't the hospital, and you're not my patient. This service doesn't come with a smile.
じゃあこっちが先生の字ですか
So this is who you really are?
さあどうだかな
I
どう
wonder,
だっていいことだろ
does it matter? Ryoko suddenly stops and stares at the floor. When Koji looks over her shoulder, he sees a dust-covered rope lying coiled up in the middle of the
何
path.
です
What is that?
あの井戸から降りてきたやつの小細工さ
Something... Holy fuck. Something left by the guy last... Fuck. Something left by the last guy who came down the well.
Fuck.
Shut up. Ryoko picks up the rope, examines it, and hands it to Koji.
長さは私が使ったロープのほぼ2倍途中に結び目があって端は両方とも切断されてるこの両端がつながって輪になってたのさ
It's about twice as long as my rope. It has a knot in it, and both ends have been severed. They were connected before to make a circle.
え
Eh?
外のどこかにこの輪を引っ掛けて井戸の底まで伝って降りる。
You loop one end to the circle around something topside, then use the rest to climb down into the well.
その後ナイフで輪を切って井戸の中に引っ張り込めば井戸の底に降りた痕跡は残らない。
When you're at the bottom, you cut the circle open and pull the whole rope in with you. That way, there's nothing to show where you went. Ryoko shines her light down the tunnel, revealing that it ends in a closed wooden door about 10 meters ahead.
こうやってここに逃げ込んだやつは追っ手の目をくらませたのさ。やられたよ。まんまと騙された。
That's how he avoided detection. Really got me good.
先生、さっき前にも来たっていうのは。
You said you've been here before?
ああ、君や咲坂君だけじゃない。私も以前鴎外を追ってこの別荘に来た。
Yeah, you and Sakisaka aren't the only ones, Ryoko says dryly. I checked Ogai's cabin a while back. Holy shit!
Damn.
Damn, she's hot
Those are-
and she's cool.
Very illegal.
Yes, very illegal. That's a fucking goddamn mini Olympia. As Ryoko speaks, she opens her coat and pulls out what she had hanging underneath it.
他に出口がないとしたら、奴はまだあの扉の向こう側にいるわけだ。
If there aren't any other exit, then he's still behind that door. At first, Koji thinks that she is holding a steel pipe, amazed that she would be carrying a weapon. Koji looks closer and is appalled when he realizes what it really is. A gun. And not one of those sleek handguns that he's seen in the movies, but a double-barreled shotgun. The stock and barrel have been sawed down for easier concealment, enhancing its aura of brutal efficiency.
何ですかそれ。
What is that?
Maybe
Shotgun.
open your fucking eyes.
12番コンビ
Steel pipe?
A 12 gauge. Ryoko
Damn.
replies blandly as though naming a brand of cigarettes.
私にはこいつを持ち歩く資格なんてないし、こんな風に改造するのも銃刀法違反だ。他に質問は？
I don't have a permit, and cutting it down would be illegal even if I did. Any other questions?
そんなもの持ち出して一体どうするつもりです。
I like the doctor a lot more now.
Me too.
What are you planning to do with that thing?
Yeah, it showed up somebody's ass.
Bow, bow.
Ryoko looks over her shoulder and gives Koji her most chilling smile. Yeah, pow pow.
鴎外の正体を初めて知った時、私はただの善良な一般市民だった。交通違反すら無縁のね。
When I first learned what Ogai was doing, I was a model citizen, never even got a ticket. The woman who Koji believed was just a normal doctor waves her sawed-off shotgun menacingly as she continues, her tone sharp and bitter.
あの時にこいつがあったなら、私は多分鴎外をきっちり殺せていただろう。
If I had this back then, I could have killed Ogai before he got away.
そうなってれば、もしかしたら君たちがこんな災難に巻き込まれることもなかったかもしれない。その点は申し訳ないと思ってるよ。
God damn it, bitch. Maybe then none of this would have happened. I feel bad about that. Really.
Oh.
What are you doing? Are you gooning?
It said 6 dots.
Oh, double-barreled sawed-off shotgun.
Oh.
Ah. Koji listens in silence, Koji listens in silence, helpless to do anything but watch as understanding moves farther and farther out of his grasp.
だから、これから私がやることは一切合切。君とその友達が足を突っ込んでる泥沼なありさまを終わらせてやるための手続きだ。
God damn.
Smile.
You like that, Ronnie? Me too.
Me too.
In other words, everything I do from here on out is to clean up this mess that you and your friends have stepped in.
その辺をよく理解して、余計な口は突っ込まないこと。いいね。
Remember that, and don't ask any unnecessary questions. Got it? Koji can only nod weakly in response. You're such a bitch, Ronnie.
What the fuck? You're an asshole.
You're an asshole. With the light in her left hand and the shotgun in her right, Ryoko walks up to the door and takes a deep breath. Then she kicks the door open, putting her full weight behind the blow. Oh my god.